I'm not going to minimize them. I used to have problems with the police. I used to. But I learned something about thinking, about processing, about psychology, about human relations. And I realized that white government can take care of police brutality, which also exists in Europe, which also exists in America, which also exists in the Middle East. It's everywhere you go. Authority problems are there. We have wrong relationships with power. It's a human problem. Now, our peculiar situations makes it more familiar to us. But you see, it is always there. And I tell my driver every time, when you approach a police checkpoint, take care of some of the things you can take care of first. First of all, they are afraid, especially at night. They're scared. Because people who are scared are triggered people. When you're fearful, you're very reactive, you're angry, you're petulant, you're troublesome, and you're also very prone to violence. So what do you do when you approach a police checkpoint? Slow down. Turn on the lights in the vehicle. Wind down the windows, all of them. I tell him this all the time. Just do that. Guess what? For the past 3 years I've been doing that. I've not had any problem with the police. No, I know there's the other problem of them identifying you as a courtist with the way you're dressing and the way you're all of that. Yeah, and I know that. But even as a person who was a working class person, I used to have problems with the police. They used to just say, you get there, they park, get out of the vehicle. They used to be so violent to me. I used to react. What are you doing? It's not done like this elsewhere in the world. Who do you think you're talking to? I used to react that way. Then I realized, this is a problem. But I think it's making me a problem too. So I decided, how can I not be a problem here? Let me try and be empathetic. Let me think about how they're thinking. What is making them this way? First of all, they're low. They're paid low. Nobody cares about their welfare. The bosses in Abuja take all the money. Nobody cares about the common policeman on the street, so he thinks he has to take care of himself. So he's in the same boat that I'm in. He's just a man who has a gun. That's what makes him better. Some of these people you talk about who complain about police brutality, if you give them a gun, they'll be different. They'll also oppress. Oppression is in our system. Violence is in our... You see the rich man driving on the road, somebody touches his car, he gets out of the car, he doesn't even try to negotiate. What does he do? He grabs the poor man, he brutalizes him and he kills him, he beats him, he knocks his head. So a rich man that I was talking to one day was boasting to me how someone came to repair his generator. And the guy obviously, chopped his money, how it is. And he just comes back and he locks his gate and he beats him black and blue. And after he's beaten him black and blue, he gets the police to come and take him away and locked him up for weeks. Just because he chopped 25,000, 50,000 of his money. We're all violent people because we have become the problem too. Let's take care of where we have become the problem. And then let's see how much of the problems remain. Like I said to you, when I go there, even when I'm driving myself, I see the police there, I know what they are, I know their weaknesses. So guess what I do? I wind down, I slow down, I turn on the light, and I greet them first. So when I get there, I say, officer, good evening, how you doing? He said, okay, how now? They soften up straight away. It works like magic all the time. They just soften up. Okay, we're there, how about dinner? We're done. I work now. I'm just coming from work. How's it going over here? It's good. Where your boys are? We're here. It doesn't matter what their rank is. It works. Because I take care of what I can't take care of. What part of this problem am I? When I take care of that, then we'll look at what has not been... Some people have still been difficult after I did that. And guess what? That's not my problem anymore. Society will take care of that. We'll find a way. There are people who are engaging online. There are Sega Link and the rest of them who are, in the forefront of this campaign. We're supporting as we can. End police brutality. We're giving all we can. But guess what? Don't let it hinder you. It shouldn't form one of your excuses. That is my problem. Don't become the problem. Don't become a problem to yourself. Solve what you can. Take responsibility for what is under your control. Do that first. And then we'll see what problems remain.